Hello all, back again. So yeah, today is the 15th of May. I'm in Poznan. Just packed the bike up, getting ready to pull out. As you can see behind me, it is a minging day. Yeah, it's raining. So the first day of rain on the trip. So it's just going to be a case of fight through it, build a bridge, get over it, fight through it. Hopefully when I get further south it'll pick up a bit. If not, I get wet, no big deal. Normally when I'm packing my bike, it's kind of a happy occasion to a certain extent. It's like I'm excited to get to the next place. I know it'll be like that from tomorrow onwards again. Today, packing the bike is kind of more of a somber kind of a feel to it. I'm excited to get back in the road because my 2 days here in Poznan, it's always been in the back of my head that I'm only halfway there, and it feels like I'm kind of, how would you put it, almost like wasting time, or I'm itching to get back in the road again. But packing the bike also means that I'm leaving Ethan and Magda behind me, so it's kind of a somber occasion in that sense, but exciting as well to push on to Vienna. So today's ride is going to be about, I think it's about 7.5 hours. It's a big one, allowing for stops and everything else. It's going to be about 9.5, I'd say. It's a long ride down to get south, covering a lot of the road I covered already on the way up between Krakow and Poznan. So I head down towards Wrocław, and after that down further south through the Czech Republic and across the border into Austria. The route back is beautiful. It's Vienna, Austria, then across to Berchtesgaden, do a tour of Berchtesgaden, or have a look around there, or Eagle's Nest, where Hitler has his little love nest with Eva Braun. From there on to Switzerland, camp overnight in Switzerland. From Switzerland up to head north to Bastogne in the Ardennes Forest in Belgium. That'll take me through from Switzerland through Liechtenstein into France, into Luxembourg, into Belgium. From there, across the border back into France again, head towards Paris, camp overnight in Paris, and from Paris into Roscoff, taking in Le Mans along the way. So it'll be exciting. An exciting run home, but this is the hardest part, leaving baby and Maggie behind me, But every turn of the wheel now, it's one step closer to actually succeeding in this mission. You know what I mean? To succeeding in this journey. It's been a difficult one. It's tiring. It's hard, but it's so rewarding as well. And I'm looking forward to kind of getting on the road and getting back into the swing of things, get back into the rhythm of, just the rhythm of the journey. It kind of feels like. It's kind of a strange, like a lull at the moment for the last 2 days, and I'm eager to get going. And if I had a sidecar, I could put Magda and Ethan in the sidecar, it'd be ideal, but obviously that's not happening. So yeah, push towards Vienna today, and I have my charger for my laptop, so hopefully I'll be able to edit on the road, edit on the fly, and get the videos up daily. So that's it. Gear all packed up. Gonna go in for a coffee and then push on. Talk soon. So quick update time. About an hour in from Poznan, heading towards Wrocław. Stopped in a little petrol station here to have a coffee. And then to describe today, it is just sodden, wet, sick. It is lashing rain, miserable. The roads here are treacherous. There's no grip at all, like going around the corner and you feel the back wheel slipping out in it. Guys who are on the motorway, they don't use lights, so you can barely see them with the waters kicking off the back of cars and trucks and stuff. And if you pull out to overtake a truck or whatever, they're driving right up behind you. It's absolutely deadly. So it's just going to be a case now, kind of pick my way down as far as Vienna. Hopefully I can outrun the weather. If not, I'm just going to be wet. I've got, as you can see, I'm already wet, soaked to the skin. I've got puddles of water in my boots, and I'm only an hour in. I've got another 7 hours to go, so it's going to be a long day. But just try and stay as warm as possible, and just push through it. No one says it's going to be easy, so this is a challenge. It's just fight the weather gods. Leaving Poznan today was difficult. It was hard saying goodbye to the small man and saying goodbye to Magda, but I knew I had to get on the road. And once I pulled out, I went to Lidl and got some pot noodles and some emergency rations I'll be using tonight, I'd say. And then it was just get moving. Once I was moving, I was fine. I used the hour to chill out and get into the swing of things, but the road is crazy, absolute deadly. So it's a case of, I don't care if it takes me 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours to get to Vienna, to get there safely, get the tent up, whether it be in the dark or whatever. Everything's more difficult in the rain anyway, but just get there and get there safe, and deal with tomorrow as it comes, so just take up, one day at a time, but just get there now safely and we'll be good. So keep you updated in a while. Talk to you a bit. Bye bye. Hello. Okay, so about 4.5 hours away from my destination. It was a lot more than 7 hours that I had, or sorry, what did I say? 7 hours, I think I said it. I think it was supposed to be 7 hours from Poznan to Vienna. It's not. It's about 7.5, maybe 8 hours of a non-stop ride. It's been, as you can see from my lid, it's been quite wet. All day. I've got puddles of water in my boots, but luckily the rain is actually stopped. So hopefully we'll be able to. I can see blue in the sky up there somewhere. See the blue there? Look. It's the first blue sky I've seen all day. It's been absolutely miserable. The rain stopped about 10 minutes ago, and I wouldn't say the sun's come up, but at least the rain has stopped. I'm not getting wetter. Not that I probably can, but yeah, I'm drenched to the skin, but spirits are high. I'm not exactly making great progress at the moment. It feels like I've been on the road for about 5 days already, but I'm still another 4.5 hours from Vienna. The good part is though, and it's a bit of a milestone, actually at the Czech border. So this is where Poland ends here. Where Poland ends, and this is where the Czech Republic begins. So we have actually made it, and going to push on through the Czech Republic, cross another border today into Austria, and then get to Vienna. So I'll keep you updated. Hello all. So update time. About an hour and 45 minutes from Vienna. Still in the Czech Republic, about to getting close to the Austrian border. As you can see, the weather's getting better, which is great. My bike is absolutely manky with the dirt. It is filthy. But as you can see, we are just, and this is after me cleaning it yesterday. Cleaned the bike yesterday, and the thing is just mouldy now. But I'm having a packet of Lay's crisps. Champion food. It's really good. So about an hour and 3/4 away from Austria. Weather's getting better. I'm beginning to dry out. It's never good when you dry on a bike. Boots are beginning to dry out a bit. There's still puddles of water on my, I say my socks are soaked, but when I get to a tent, you know, I can warm up again properly. But you know, hopefully the weather is going to pick up a bit and we can keep going. But getting there slowly but surely. It's been a bit of a struggle today, but yeah, we get there. Hello all, we're getting on. So here in Vienna, not much to look at. No, I'm actually in my tent at the moment. Vienna is the most beautiful of places. I got to pass over the Danube, which is, to see the Danube is always kind of like a dream of mine, like, you know, just to actually see the longest river in Europe. I know I have sad little dreams, but yeah, passed over the Danube, and Vienna is a beautiful city. So the ride today was challenging, to say the least. It was a monster of a run. It felt like it took for absolute ever because it rained and everything I have is just sodden and wet and damp and miserable. But that's the joys of motorcycling, you know. You know, so what I've done is I've tried to kind of spread things out as much as I can to, you know, dry stuff out, you know, try to be smart about things, I suppose you want to put it that way. I got here and I pitched up, I got my bike put on a deck and, you know, pitched my tent and whatnot, got my boots off, changed socks, changed jocks, changed the skin out basically. I got naked inside the tent and then I got changed up, and so that's it really. It's just a case of keeping warm isn't really an issue because of the time of the year. Thankfully, my awesome sleeping bag, and I've got an electric blanket. It's actually a USB cable, plugs into a USB socket on my, I'll show you over here. I have a little USB adapter thing here. I think I showed you on video 1 or 2 anyway, but it plugs in here on my little USB blanket here. It's absolutely brilliant. It keeps you warm, you know, if I need it, you know. So my normal fleece blanket is damp, you know, as is everything else, but so what I'm going to do is I have my fleece blanket kind of spread out here a bit, try and dry it off a little bit. Hopefully it won't be too wet tomorrow, and I can get more drying onto it. I don't know what that was, a big crash bang wall up there. But so the plan tonight is to get some rest, try and get things as dry as possible, keep warm, and get some sleep, you know. But guess what? Vienna, Austria. I drove from Poznan in Poland to Vienna, Austria, and tomorrow it gets even better, because tomorrow I drive 2 hours and 40 minutes, I think, or 2 hours and 40 minutes to Berchtesgaden, which is Hitler's and Eva Braun's little love nest, and then I drive from there, a big hike, to Regensburg in Switzerland, up into the Alps, to camp a tent there overnight, you know. You can't buy this shit, like. So look, while we're at it, okay, let's give you a tour of my little tent. So as you can see, 5-star billeted accommodation, okay. So let's start with my little toes, right? So my woolly socks are on me, okay. These are my comfy socks, alright, for anyone who was wondering. Over here, and I kind of set my tent the same way every time, right? Because I know where everything is, even in the dark, okay? So what I have over here is my top bag, okay? My little kettle and my stove cooker and stuff. I have my power stuff here, my chargers and stuff. So at the moment I'm charging my gloves, I'm charging my helmet, and I'm charging my, charging my gloves, helmet, and my, something else. Oh, my my blanket's plugged in. My lid here, and this is the, right there is the actual power cable that's plugged into the power source here in the campsite. So it's running into the back of the tent. I have my blow-up mattress, double mattress, my sleeping bag, and on the other side then is a bit of a mess, okay? So what I have over here, up next to my pillow, which is soaking by the way, up next to here, my pillow, I have, it's basically two, where do I put it, two fleeces that I wear when I'm driving or riding. But what they also serve as is like maybe a pillow, if like tonight doesn't want to serve as a pillow because it's wet. So pillow and fleece. Then I've got my bags and whatnot, and I've got my fleece blanket that's kind of spread out a bit. Down here then, boots, just kind of turned upside down to try and air them out a bit, and my leathers. So that's it. 5-star accommodation. Oh, and I also have my little light up here on top, the hang up. I know you're thinking like I live in the MGM Grand or something in Las Vegas. Not quite. Close, very close to it. It's more like Doonbeg, you know, Trump Villa in Doonbeg. This is my 5-star accommodation. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, so tomorrow, big push onto Ringsburg in Switzerland. I love mountains. I absolutely adore them. Being an ex-sailor, I didn't see a lot of mountains, so I have a fascination with them, and I want to see mountains. So I'm going to the Alps for the first time in my life. I'm all excited. I'm actually buzzing with excitement to see these Alps. So yeah, talk to you tomorrow. And guess what? I'm in. Talk to you in a while.